First thing you ate when you landed UK from Uzbekistan?
Sandwich.
So you told about the history, like your country shares a beautiful history about the Silk Road. Would you enlighten us if you know about it a little bit?
Let's give ourselves 3 years.
Right.
You reach a certain level, I reach a certain level, and then the next interview that we're gonna share is gonna be in Uzbekistan. You come, we'll make one whole trip around this country. I'll show you all the sightseeings.
Amazing. That sounds like a plan. So now you are traveling solo. There's a day when you decided, I'm gonna go to UK. It's just in your mind. You have not spoken with your parents yet. And you are researching, you're thinking that let's take a next step and go to a different land, pursue what I want to do. So what was that day look like? Were you hesitating to speak with your parents, or how your parents supported you in this?
A bit chaotic. Let me explain why. First of all, I decided to set up a business, which showed me that education is not that necessary.
Anything holds you back, it happens for a good reason itself. So that's a story from my side. What if I told you there's a 21-year-old guy grew up in a country named Uzbekistan and moved by packing his 3 suitcases to United Kingdom to study his masters in finance. No family net, no safety net, just a suitcase and a dream. So he is here with us today. His name is Java. Welcome to Passports and Purpose, Java. I hope you're doing well.
Hello.
Hi.
First of all, let me start with saying my gratitude. Thanks a lot for having me. I've met a lot of wonderful people. It's a huge privilege. It's a huge, pleasure for me to join it. And for those who is about to watch this interview, make sure to hit that subscribe button.
Thank you very much.
Because this guy is about to make you look good.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Java, for the kind words. So before we, deep dive into your life, what were you back then in your home country? What was your day looking like? Like here, I know it's pretty much disturbed and distorted, but we will go deep down in every aspect of your life as far as you're comfortable to speak with. Before that, I will just do a little bit of fun thing where I will ask you 3 rapid fire questions. No thinking, just one thing with what comes to your mind, you can shoot it up. First thing you ate when you landed UK from Uzbekistan?
Sandwich.
All right.
It's the first thing I could find in the house.
That's true. All right.
I went to Aldi.
Okay. Aldi, nice. You explored Aldi first.
Well, the first time I went to Aldi, I spent more than 1 hour there.
That's good. That's good. One thing, one word for Uzbekistan who doesn't know that what Uzbekistan is or have never been there.
Food.
Food. Right.
The first thing that travelers usually taste is the food.
Food. Okay. Great. One thing for UK, since you have been 6 months over here, one thing for UK, what you would say for UK then? No thinking.
Only because of the weather.
Right. All right. Weather. That's great. That's great. So tell me this, like you spent almost your teenage and, or you grew up 21 years in Uzbekistan. Paint me a picture because I always have seen Uzbekistan in people's story. Like many of my friends have been there. It has a beautiful, when we first time met, when I asked you, where are you from here? I thought you're from here. Okay. But then when you told me that you're from Uzbekistan, I was like, yeah, that's a beautiful country. I mean, I've seen in some people's story or they have gone for visits or something. So paint me a beautiful picture or else however you want to, like what your normal day looked like in Tashkent and how exactly is the country.
Look, let me begin it step by step. To begin with, Uzbekistan is located in the very middle of Central Asia. The population there is around 37.5-ish million people.
Right.
The country is very rich for its history because the Silk Road.
Yeah. Yeah, Silk Road. Yeah.
Yes.
I know.
Such cities as Samarkand and Bukhara were very important for this particular road. So my home country shares a very good history.
Okay.
A lot of fantastic scientists, Al-Khwarizmi, Alisher Nawai, Amir Timur, if you know him. Well, obviously food, very delicious. And I'm really happy that you said that your friends have been there and they are always delighted about it. It's a sign for me to be very proud of. So to sum it all up, I was born and raised in the capital of Uzbekistan.
Which is?
Tashkent.
Tashkent, yes.
Yes, I was born on 2nd July in Tashkent. All the way up until 21 years old, I was living there. And as soon as I turned 21, well, maybe 1 or 2 months difference, I moved to UK, and for the last 7 months, I'm living here.
How do you feel like?
Well, that's a challenge. That's definitely a challenge. It's
Right.
not a challenge about the studies. Although I share the stage with wonderful people, I'm studying with one of the most competitive students. Yet, studying abroad is not all about the studies in the
Exactly.
classroom.
Yes.
It was a mental challenge. It was a grow-up challenge. It was, I can tell you a number of different challenges that I faced, but in the end of the day, luckily it all went good, and here I am giving the interview to you.
Perfect. So you told about the history, like your country shares a beautiful history about the Silk Road. Would you enlighten us if you know about it a little bit, like what exactly is the history your country is sharing? Just 1 or 2 points.
Look, to begin with, great history in terms of scientists.
Right.
Our scientists did a fantastic job. I will not select specific names
Yeah, that's fine. That's
because
totally fine.
we've got plenty of them.
Yeah.
Politicians, scientists, warriors. That's the first part of the history. Second, our cities are more than 2,000 years old.
Okay.
Somewhere the infrastructure, the architecture is still intact.
Which are 2,000 years old.
Yes.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, I have seen that in stories.
Yeah.
Yes.
Maybe little by little,
Yeah.
it has been restructured a little, but the main point of the
Yeah.
infrastructure and architecture is being kept, which makes me extremely fascinated and proud of to bring it all here. And the last thing that I want to mark here is, I'd say, hospitality.
Right.
Because I recently, before coming here, I did my homework as well, and I was watching a lot of international people come to Uzbekistan, all in one voice, even especially Indian people.
Yeah.
They said Uzbek people are sharing one of the biggest hospitalities in the world. So
Amazing.
this makes me extremely proud of who I am.
Take me someday to your home country if
Look,
we get a chance.
I wanted to say that in the end,
Yeah.
but as you brought it right now,
Yeah.
let's do it this way. Let's give ourselves 3 years.
Right.
You reach a certain level, I reach a certain level, and then the next interview that we're gonna share is gonna be in Uzbekistan. You come, I meet
Perfect.
you, we'll make one whole trip around this country. I'll show you all the sightseeings, all the most beautiful places, and then I'll book a venue and we'll do the second interview.
Amazing. That sounds like a plan. That definitely sounds like a plan, Java. So when you decided, right, this decision might have not come overnight, right? Moving to a different land. Have you been to another countries before?
Yes, but I was traveling in with my parents, or
Right.
solo never.
So you were on a family trip or vacations or something. Where have you been? Although just
I've been to Egypt, I've been
Oh,
to Turkey, I've been to Russia, pretty much it.
amazing. So now you are traveling solo, right? There's a day when you decided, like, I'm gonna go to UK. It's just in your mind. You have not spoken with your parents yet, right? It's just in your mind. You are researching. You're thinking that let's take a next step and go to a different land, pursue what I want to do. So, what was that day look like? Were you hesitating to speak with your parents, or how your parents supported you in this decision of yours?
To begin with, I want to say thank you to my parents, because without them, I would not
Yeah.
be here in the first place. The decision that you said about studying abroad didn't come overnight, that's for sure.
Yes.
In fact, I was hesitating a lot, and I was not afraid of the challenges, just because at that particular point of my time when I received the offers, my life was, a bit chaotic. Because let me explain why. First of all, I decided to set up a business,
Right.
which showed me that education is not that necessary.
Mm-hmm.
But, I set up a business when I received the conditional offer from my university.
Okay.
Then things were looking good. I was getting more and more confident, and then at some point I received the unconditional offer. So my place was secured for sure.
Okay.
And well, that was a problem. When from one side, I'm doing good, making enough money to make a living, but from the other side, UK, and took me a while to make a decision. Took me a
Right.
while, and you can see what I went for.
All right. So, what kind of business you were planning back then?
Well,
Or
I've
programming?
tried myself in several ones, yet the one that I was referring to was marketing agency.
Marketing.
Yeah, I did marketing.
Right.
So I've been in this industry for quite a while now.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's not about really marketing itself.
Mhm.
It was just about the fact that I was making money.
Yeah.
And
Got it.
it took me a while to make a decision.
Amazing. And how did your parents support it? Like, did they?
They supported me quite nicely. Once
Right.
again, thanks a lot. Without you, I would not be here.
Amazing. Well, that's good. Everyone doesn't get chance to fly on their own to a different land, and if some do get, some or the other circumstances hold them back. So I'll share you my story. I was trying to move abroad 3 years before, right now. Okay, I was planning in 2023, but some or the other circumstances did came and I couldn't fly at that time. But that gave me an experience of working in a professional field, what I'm studying right now. So anything holds you back, it happens for a good reason itself. So that's a story from my side that yeah, circumstances do come.
Look, I know you for quite a while now. We've been sharing many different aspects of our lives.
Yeah,
Starting from where we are from,
that's true.
finishing with some harsh challenges. And I know your challenge, you've shared this detail with me. So, I'm not surprised that you made it to begin with, especially with what you covered. I don't really want to talk to cameras about it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah, yeah, I understand.
When I heard what you went through, I understood what kind of person you are.
Thank you very much. We share the same course, we share same class. We used to meet
A lot.
each day in semester one, but semester two is like just running everyone on their own pace. Let's talk about your undergraduate years, like how your university was looking like back then. Is it kind of similar to UK structure, or how is it studies and everything?
No.
Take me through about it.
Well, I entered the university when I was 17 years old.
Right.
Back in 2021, I decided to study at Webster University in Tashkent. It's the first American university that was set up there.
Oh, is it?
Yes,
Okay.
I was the third intake at that time, so I was one of the first people. And just to compare two systems, American and UK one, they are completely different.
Mm,
Maybe I'm telling that because I didn't do my bachelor's here.
okay.
But in regards to the structure itself, they are not comparable.
Okay.
I'm not saying which one I like more because both of them share its own set of advantages and disadvantages,
Right.
yet they are completely different.
And obviously both the levels of studies will give you some or the other experience, right? So you cannot really compare. You have different experiences in your undergrad, you have different experiences in masters, right? How does your day look like in uni in your undergrad? Do you used to go every day?
Not necessarily. At some point, I was. When I
Right.
was the freshman is the first year student.
Yeah.
I was a member of SGA, Student Government Association.
Oh, nice.
And because I was in the event committee,
Mhm.
so I was in charge of the events that were taking place at my university. Yeah, I was spending a lot of time there.
Okay.
But as soon as the second year, the sophomore year started, I stopped going there every day. Yeah, once I was attending parties, this, that, but pretty much from the second year, I stopped doing that.
Right. Overall, it was good experience.
Yeah, fantastic experience.
Right. And then you straight away moved when your undergrad completed. After that, you directly moved, or you took
Yes,
some work experience?
so I graduated my bachelor's May 2025.
Mm-hmm.
In September, I was here.
Oh, that's pretty quick. That's nice. That's really nice. Was doing masters in finance always a plan? Like 15-year-old Java did knew that he's gonna do finance or he's gonna enter this industry.
15 years old, Java knew nothing about what he wants to do.
Right.
Looking back at the time, and then myself, obviously, I have to say that at 15, I literally didn't know how the world works, And the decision to work, to study economics and finance came after I started understanding what I like.
Okay.
The reason why I chose finance over IR and marketing in specific is because, first of all, money is everything. No money, no nothing.
Nothing.
Second of all, the risks. Because, yes, although I don't want to be IB is investment banker.
Investment banking.
I don't want to do IPOs, initial public offering, or something like that. Yet, within the company itself, one wrong digit can cause it, millions, or even
Millions.
billions of dollars of loss.
Right.
So that's what type of person I like to play. I like taking risks. I like taking, I like playing with fire.
Right.
That's what I am. That's who I am. And in the end of the day, um, luckily that I found out this, I made my choice.
Okay. Had you explored any other countries as well apart from UK, or UK was the only choice?
Yes, I was. I was looking towards US and Germany,
Right.
but the best offer that I got was from UK,
From UK. Okay.
from the Strathclyde University.
From the Strathclyde. Amazing.
Excuse me, University of Strathclyde.
Yeah, University of Strathclyde. Okay, say for example, I'm a person who want to uh, move to Uzbekistan, for example. So, what does economy of that country looks like? What people are chasing of your age? How corporates work over there, and how exactly growth is over there? If somebody like my age or your age want to move and build a career over there, so what pros and cons are there? If you want to just enlighten a bit about more about it.
Wow, that's a pretty nice question, to be honest, and I will give you a very simple answer to that. Just like in the rest of the world. First of all, Uzbek people, they do not tend to choose. Yes, maybe at some particular points, the human factor kicks in because sometimes, according to the two CVs that are on the table, you will choose one that has, a bit more connection to the culture or something. But
Right.
overall, I'll keep to my answer, initial one. What you refer in your CV, what you put there, the selection will go purely based on that.
Okay.
So there is nothing you can, oh, I'm moving from this place or that place. The thing why we don't have a lot of people, international ones, of course, and the number of them is growing is because for a long time, well, not for a long, I put it in a bit wrong way, Uzbekistan is just setting feet towards getting known publicly.
Getting known publicly.
Yes, because more and more tourists are going there, more
Yes.
and more corporations are entering the market. All these open incredible opportunities for the economics, for the finance industry as well. And step by step, more and the culture itself is opening towards meeting new people.
Right.
So it will take some time, but I can say for sure that Uzbekistan is already on the way to improving this particular part.
Amazing. Okay. So it's an opportunity for people who want to start something on their own, as well as if they are bringing in a corporation. For example, if a person who has good ties and they can bring franchise, or not franchise exactly, the new another branch of, say for example, XYZ Bank. So it's opportunity for them as well in the growing economy, I assume.
I cannot really reply to this particular question because, once again, I am not doing IR, and the opportunities are there.
Yeah.
The markets are not booming yet. For example, here in UK, every single industry is filled with competition. Even starting from the most basic shawarma place.
I know.
If you walk around the city, you can find 10, 15 places easily.
Right.
Within 20 minutes of walk.
Yeah.
In Uzbekistan, it's getting there. Step by step, people are taking risks, developing, and right now we take a lot of investments, obviously.
Right. So you also make some content on Instagram, right? When I was studying about you, when I spoke with you, even I do follow you on Instagram. So what kind of content do you make on Instagram? As in, is it a day-to-day life, or what exactly do you do?
So look, first of all, I'm doing that just for fun.
Right.
I'm not expecting to boom. I'm not, following to. I'm not dreaming about becoming very, super popular. I'm not that type of person. I'm doing that, as I said, just for fun. And my content is about assisting other people. For example, I took this path on my own. I know that a lot of guys and a lot of students, both male and female, they use different sorts of agencies.
Right.
I did everything on my own, starting from collecting my CV, gathering docs, writing my motivational letter, and submitting it all. I did it on my own.
So you applied through whole process on your own itself.
Yes.
You didn't go to any agency or
No.
nothing.
No.
Okay, that's quite nice. So you know from step 1 to step 10, like from where to start until you
Yes,
reach.
yes.
Right.
It helped me a lot. And when I have some free time, spare time, I film a video, edit it, and publish it.
Right. So in which language do you speak it on your video? Is it English, Russian,
Russian.
or Russian?
Russian language.
Okay. So in Uzbekistan, people speak Russian.
No, the official language of my country is Uzbek.
Okay.
But people do understand Russian.
Okay.
Because the reason why I went for Russian language is not because I cannot speak my home language. It's because I'm targeting a bit more people.
Right.
Russia, Kazakhstan, Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan. Luckily, all these countries, and those who surround, most of them understand Russian. Sometimes even speak. So I'm targeting more people.
Well, there's this one guy on Instagram. He sings, I mean, I just make content and he sings in Russian language. So initially he goes like this, oh, you don't like Russian? Bratuka. And then he's
Listen to this song.
Oh, fuck, that guy is so amazing.
I don't like Russian songs.
Bratuka. And then he starts the song. Oh my god. And then he spills out the song. Original song is playing in the background, but then he spills out the song with that, in chorus. And that feels so good. And like that guy is doing amazing job. You have seen that video, right? You have seen that reel. That's really nice.
No, that guy is doing a nice job. Apparently, to mention, to be completely fair, he doesn't do that only to Russian songs.
Yeah, he does.
He does it even for the Brazilian songs.
Brazilian, Spanish, I've heard.
Spanish.
Yes.
I was like, wow, mate.
Amazing.
That's what the true content creator is.
Yeah, exactly.
He's not limited, he's not putting something up or below. He says the line and he just puts everything on.
Yeah, and he does it so really authentically. Like it feels so good listening him at that
Yes.
point of time. Like, bro, you're my inspiration. You're doing really good. I learn new languages because of your videos. Okay. What was the first culture shock you got after coming to UK?
Culture shock in terms of what specifically?
Anything. It could be food, it could be weather, it could be people, language, anything. The moment you landed, which airport did you come through? Glasgow or Edinburgh?
I came to Glasgow.
Glasgow airport, right? How did you feel the Glasgow airport?
Well, while I was inside of an airport, I didn't feel anything. It all started as soon as I left the airport and called the cab.
Okay.
So just for you to understand, while I was on my way from the airport to the Lord Todd building, which is the head of our university
Right.
accommodation, we were around 25 to 30 minutes on our way. Mate, 10 minutes rain, 10 minutes wind, 10 minutes sun.
All right. Weather shock.
Weather. Yeah. Sometimes I think you can make several huge films about the weather
I
in
know.
the UK.
Many of the films have been shot in the UK, I guess, because of the weather. I know.
The reason why I'm so proud that I studied in Glasgow is the new Spider-Man film was filmed.
Yes, it
It
was.
was filmed not so far away. And when it will be released, I'll be like, Dang, I know this place.
I know this place. I studied in this place. Right. So weather was the biggest cultural shock for you.
Weather was number one for sure.
Right.
Because, right now it's plus 10
Mm-hmm.
and I'm feeling good.
Yeah.
When we came, it was plus 16 and I was freezing. I was literally freezing.
Right.
Plus a bit of a jet lag, but that's okay thing for everyone. And the second was food.
Okay.
Up until this day, I don't even, I didn't really manage to understand the culture of food, maybe specifically in Scotland.
Yeah.
But yeah, I struggle with food a bit.
Right. Let's talk something about a bit of uh, I would say emotional, but I don't want to speak about it. But yes, it is an emotional part. You are doing everything. Okay, say for example, I'm building a story here. It's down to 90 days. You're doing each and everything to make yourself perfect, academically wise, personally, professionally, everything. You're managing, you're adjusting everything. Did that day ever came in your life where you're just sitting in your room and you're looking in front of a wall and you're just like, fuck, this is too much on my plate as a 21-year-old guy, and I just want to pack my bags, whatever stuff I can fill it. I just want to run away, or I just want to go to home with to my parents and just want to.
No. It's been a point when I was absolutely exhausted.
Mm-hmm.
I guess every finance student knows what I'm talking about. December 12th, AG 912. Yeah, well, at that particular point, when we had so many exams back to back, with 3 or 4 days in between, revise, practice, that you turn into a machine, you don't sleep, you don't eat properly.
Right.
That exhausted my mind, and I guess not only mine, all of our minds.
Yeah.
But yes, of course I struggle. Mentally, being far away from home, physically, freezing, rain, wind. Yeah, it all was a challenge. But I was told, like, if you're struggling, go back home. And I told, what's the point?
Right.
I'm here. I started it. Up until this day, I didn't fail anything. Yeah, maybe at some points I could have performed better.
Correct.
Yet I never ever in my life had a thought that I'm done. No.
That's good.
I was exhausted. I was lying on my bed. I was looking at the wall without any desire to do anything. But there was a bit of relief also because stress, adrenaline, it just disappears, and all you're left with is your desire to sleep.
Correct.
And walking through these emotions over and over again. But I told myself, if I'm doing this, I'm doing this. Right. And I never told anyone that I want to go home.
Amazing. That's really brave. That's really good. And you never thought of showing off of this country and giving up, basically.
I will not say that. No, giving up was never a choice.
Yeah.
I'll finish my point on this.
What was your not good exactly, the biggest challenge to leave your home country? Was it your people with whom you grew up, spent most of the time of your life, your parents, or your comfort zone? Anything, it can be anything for you.
I'm gonna say a bit of everything.
Bit of everything.
Yes. I wasn't really tied this deep in terms of location.
Mm-hmm.
For me, home is where I feel home. Yes, of course, I was born and raised in Uzbekistan. I'm not saying that it's not my home, but I wasn't attached to a location. Plus, apart from that, I knew that it will take only 1 year and it'll be back. So it's not about territory. The true fact that I was really anxious about is I'm the eldest son in my family.
Okay.
So I was trying to, I'm not sure whether you are the oldest or not,
I am the younger one. My sister.
but in my thoughts, it was always like, what if? What if this? What if that? And
A few ifs and buts.
yes, no, not buts.
Just if.
If, well, this word if was the main challenge for me. Yeah, obviously, some people may not understand. Just would say, if just the beginning, you as a human, you will work something out. You will figure out what you're afraid of and what is actually happening. So, this beginning, if was the main challenge for me mentally. And apart from that, a bit of loneliness, I'd say, because I faced loneliness.
After coming here?
Yes, up until November, I was feeling a bit, you know, still 3 months only, pretty
Right.
not enough to get used to the place.
Right.
But in December, with the stress, I got used to the place, and then I had, in the end of the day, wonderful friends here. We've been traveling a lot. Well, not a lot, obviously, but we had some quality time together, and after that, I stopped feeling this way.
Did you cry at any time? No? Great. You are a brave man then. You will be a brave man.
Hopefully.
That's good. Okay, we have almost covered everything what we had to speak about. Your comfort zone, your traveling, your home country, a lot of things we had talked about. I just want to understand that one piece of advice what you would give. There are two things actually. First is one piece of advice you would give to 15-year-old Java, to yourself, or one thing you could change at that time that you feel like, and one piece of advice to upcoming students who are going to come to UK or they are going to leave their home and they are going abroad.
To answer the first part of your question, what piece of advice I would have given myself if I came back in time to my 15 years old?
I mean, younger Java, not exactly the 15, but the younger
Nothing.
Java.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Up until 18 years old, nothing.
Right.
I wouldn't change a thing. I would not be messing up with the life that I had. And pretty much, I would have talked to myself, the September version of myself.
Okay.
I would have advised them, obviously. But overall, in that scale that you've told me, no, nothing. The second piece of advice that I would like to give those who are watching this interview right now and to your followers, of course, you know, the advice that I'm going to give doesn't refer only to studying abroad.
Yeah.
It refers to every industry, every aspect of your life, personal, professional, academic. One word: start.
That's a good thing.
Just one word: start. You want to start a business? Go ahead. You want to start getting ready for the education? Go ahead. Enjoy yourself. Knock yourself out. Do what you want. A lot of people are looking for the excuses.
I know.
But as soon as you start looking for one, the path is there. You think it was easy for me to apply to every single university? You know how many nights I spent writing those goddamn motivational letters?
Right. Yeah, you did everything on your own. You just didn't contact it to agency and
I didn't contact any. Yes, I had some certain supervised, but it wasn't that big.
yeah,
Agency.
got it.
Um, the other, well, as I said, as I said, just go ahead and knock yourself out. Start, and you will see what you need to do, what you don't need to do. You'll start reading. You will get into the process, and as soon as you'll start not based on dopamine, but based on discipline. You will make it look good too.
Amazing. Start somewhere to reach somewhere.
Yep. The reason why I answered in this manner is because I was also, at some point, I was a little kid. Luckily, right now I'm mature, I'm strong enough, I'm confident enough, and I was always watching famous people. And billionaires, entrepreneurs, those academic leadership. And I took some interviews myself back at the time. All of them gave the same reply. Start.
Exactly.
And I could never understand it. Like, I always thought that it's not enough just to start. The stars need to align into one line for you to make it look good. But in the end of the day, no, just start.
Exactly.
As soon as you start, as soon as you, no, first, let me put it this way. Understand, and then start.
Right.
And you're good to go.
Perfect. Well then, amazing piece of advice to everyone who want to do something in their life, or there are part of kind of people who just want to waste their life. There are other part of people who want to start but they are getting stuck somewhere. There are this kind of people who just start up what they want to. Everyone will take this in mind at any point of their life if they are getting stuck. You want to add something from your side?
To sum it all up,
Yep.
what can I say? Once again, I am very grateful for the opportunity to speak. It's been a fantastic hour that we spent. I really enjoyed every single second of the interview. Thanks to your crew, wonderful people, wonderful talk. And I can say a lot of words. Luckily, my vocabulary is strong enough. Yet, I'll say only this. Let's get this party started.
Great.
And don't forget.
I know.
We got 3 years to go.
3 years down the line, second interview in Uzbekistan, Tashkent. I know, I remember. Well, thank you very much, Java, for coming to Passports and Purpose and sharing your wonderful journey and all the paths what you have walked alone to enlighten us about that, so that more students and more people can also think to walk on that and they can just start to reach somewhere. Thank you very much for coming here.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much.